It's exhausting work. It's unbearable. Time to get going. Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we are out in Swedish pristine wilderness environment up here in the north. It's actually very close to the place where this famous, or well, now famous YouTuber Stormzy Outdoors died. It's only an hour, about an hour drive from here, and basically in these exact environments.
So, for anyone interested in this case, there is a lot of reading to do and it is a complicated scenario. I was of course very sad when I heard about it. We have lost an adventure friend and a hiker, and that always makes me very sad, and especially when it's so close to home. Well, sad way to start off the video, but let's get on with it.
Behind me here I have my friend Pulk, which has turned out to be a little bit heavier than I would have liked. I also in my Pulk have my Osprey pack, which might seem dumb now, but I thought when I was walking from town that I would have to carry it for like 3 kilometers, and honestly I don't feel like carrying like all of the stuff in the Pulk, which then in turn ended up with me packing everything in my backpack. And now when I basically went outside and walked a little bit, realized there was no gravel or anything put down on the snow, so I could drag everything basically all the way from town. Yeah, you see, I'm getting a bit exhausted now. My stamina maybe isn't the best, and honestly, like, it's one of the first times that I'm out with this Pulk, and I'm actually surprised by how easy it is. Even though I'm getting exhausted and I'm tired, still quite easy. But yeah, so the idea is that we will be walking for at least a couple of more hours. I think basically along this snowmobile track that's been laid out by snowmobiles driving here. And the idea, I think, is to follow it until we get semi-close to where we're supposed to be today, which I haven't quite decided. We have a mountain here close that would be nice to kind of get up on, but that's also a 600-meter climb, and the snow conditions with the skis I am wearing, I don't know if it will allow it, but I guess we will see. I also was way too late today. So it's 1:30 p.m. now, and the sun is setting. Thankfully my camera can compensate a little bit. It kind of looks like daylight outside. Ooh. Sometimes I get scared. My Pulk sounds like a snowmobile. I'm that fast. Yeah, but we'll see how much daylight I have left, and once it gets dark, I think we'll make a decision on what to do. So this is actually one of the things that can be really scary. So I just walked out, kind of walking in my own business, when I realized over there is open water. I mean, it's not like terribly cold, so it's not like too bad, but you know, when you walk out, I can show you actually, if I can't move around, I can show you. So I was walking here. There's nothing to indicate that there would be water here. Of course, maps, but on this isn't like a lake. So this is what would we call it? Like a mire? Is that the right word? Like a bog. But it's a very, very wet bog, so it's like basically a lake. But it's marked out as a bog, and that can be, who knows. So really, when you look at the map, it's only lakes that you look out for, really, and streams and so on, but not bogs. It's also usually frozen over. But then when you walk, you walk and then you see a patch of open water. No good. But thankfully I'm like 20 meters until the end here, so that's nice. Okay, it's time for the first break. It's getting dark. Maybe in post I can show you how dark it really is. But yeah, I would say maybe 2 hours or maybe 2-3 hours to go today. Yeah, it's exhausting work, but it will be nice. I have the new Durston tent, the X-Dome 2, which I will be putting up, and I also actually have a new sleeping bag, Rab Alpine 400, I believe it was called. And I mean, the tent is a free-season tent, and as you can see, it's definitely not free-season, it's definitely winter. But I think still I wanted to try it out. I got it just this week. So yeah, damn. I am actually a little bit exhausted, so I might grab some snacks, some water. I don't think I'll stop for like chocolate or anything now. Because I'm running a bit late, and it would be nice to at least get to campsite before it's pitch black, because as you can see, there is absolutely no light that is artificial. So, to get some perspective, I will definitely drink this up. This is one of those small Nalgene bottles. It's half a liter. I will definitely drink this for my first stop. And I only carry 1.5 liters. So in worst case scenario, I'll have to stop in the middle of of my little ski trip here. No, stop. You know, I actually bought this camera because it was supposedly so good at focusing. And if you have noticed, every single video I have problem with this damn focus. So if any of you knows how to operate a Canon 80D in a way where it stops doing this, then please let me know. But in the worst case, I'll have to stop and boil water, which I definitely do not want to, because that shit takes time. I do have a really good kitchen, which supposedly will not take that much time, but still, I don't know. It's also like being still, you get cold quickly, which is why I put this on the first thing I did. It's an amazing piece of gear, this, by the way. It's what is it called? R1 fleece from Patagonia, and I wear it. I've worn it a few times now. It's also quite a recent buy, actually. And I've worn it a couple of times, and goddamn, there is nothing that I've worn, not even jackets, that may like keep me this warm. So tonight in my sleeping bag. I will definitely be wearing this. Maybe in another video we can talk about like the clothes that I wear when I'm not doing this type of adventure. It's very special because, of course, even though it's not like too cold today, it still have the same principles. And always when it's negative degrees, you want to have a certain system of clothing. Now it's almost, I think it's like 1 hour away from me having to walk with my headlamp. Then you will join me in the darkness. That's nice. Then you will see nothing of the nice surroundings, even though it's just pine trees. I think I'll drink up, and then after that I'll get going again, I think. Okay, so it's become dark. Let's just see so I haven't missed anything. No, it's starting, so it's the hardest part. So it's become dark, and as you can see, I'm using quite a bright flashlight, which is why I'm having a bit of a difficult time seeing here. Don't know if you can see anything other than me. There's a little bit of sky. Oh, I will be completely blind after this video, I think. But this I don't have like too far to go. I think I'll actually stop while I do this recording. So I don't actually have too far to go, which is the best way to. A bit scary. Maybe that's the best. I don't have too far to go. I did if you can see, where is it? There you go. I did repack a little bit because my backpack was falling out of the sled, and that wasn't very nice. But man, I'm getting exhausted, and I think I need a break, really. But also I know I only have like maybe 50 minutes to go. But yeah, you get very tired when it gets dark, and yeah, it's gonna be more nice to do this when it's light outside tomorrow, to ski back, but for now this is, I mean, I can remove the flashlight and you can see how dark it is. I can see a little bit, but not much, really not much. It's starting to snow a little bit. Nothing that I'm worried about, but it's been plus degrees earlier this week, which means that the snow is unbearable. Like, it's so thick. It's really like, you know, when you make snowballs, it's like that type of snow. And I'm just, it's gonna be nice to stop and to get to the camp and lay down for a little bit. Okay, well, welcome to Fika break. Out here in the Arctic. Here you can see, by the way, up here you can see the classic snow cross for snowmobiles. And these are the ones that I have been following this entire time. So when you stop, or when I stop, I take it a habit of drinking a little bit out of my thermos, which has boiling water, usually with some hot chocolate. I usually avoid coffee during the hiking part. In the morning it can be okay. I have though realized, I don't know if I'm allergic to coffee, but I get such bad feelings about it, or from it. Like, I get all depressed and shit. I don't know if any of you know what that can be, then please let me know. Because it's really bothering me. Like, even at work, I can't drink coffee, because if I do, I just get so like depressed in the evening. It's a very strange feeling. But yeah, no, I take it a habit of drinking a little bit of warm drink in the winter, because then you stay warm inside, and usually the warmth comes from the inside in the winter. And then of course having some form of snack, and today we have this thing. It's called giffel. It's like bread basically, so it's nothing too exciting. Has some cocoa in it. I really like it. It's really nice. But yeah, no, I decided to stop. I really want to get to the campsite, as I decided to stop because I checked my map, and then I went by a sign which had a map. Those didn't correlate. What was that? Those didn't correlate. So the cabin that I was supposed to go to, that exists on my map, didn't exist on that map. Which led me to make a decision, because you would have to go 2 different ways. So I checked my phone. Thankfully I have a reception. I checked my phone, and then I realized, okay, the cabin is on the phone as well, the phone map. But it's not on the map that's out here. Of course the map out here can be old. But I anyway decided to not go for that cabin, so I'm going to another cabin, which at least exists on all 3 maps, but it's way further away. And I've added about 2 hours now to my ski and hike because of that decision. Which is not too bad. I mean, it's nice to be out and work your body, but it means I'm spending more energy, and fika is important. You shouldn't, you know, fika is so good. I know the Norwegians, they have something kind of like this, but they basically only eat sandwiches, which I think is a bit weird. But fika from Sweden, I don't know why every country doesn't have this. Like, I feel like it should be some universal rule that you have fika. But yeah, it's become cold. It's become really cold and really dark. It's also why I stopped, because I realized, especially going downhill with the Pulk, it was very difficult to try and ski around it, and when you can't really see, you don't have any depth perception. It's very difficult to estimate when different elevation changes happen during the ski path, which has led to me falling quite a bit, which of course is not that nice. So I think I'm gonna bring out my headlamp now, and also, you know, the headlamp brings me a bit of comfort, because otherwise you can see behind me the darkness. That's basically what I have been skiing in. I take it as a habit not to use my headlamp too much. It's much better for the eyes to not have white light. But now I'm so close, and I kind of feel like I want the comfort, and yeah. Sometimes I wonder why we do this, you know. It's like, it's so nice. It's such beautiful nature, and like I had this really fantastic experience when I was skiing before. It's just like such tall trees, and you know, when the snow snow hangs on it, and maybe I can get some pictures of it, I don't know. Not now, it's too dark, but that's really nice. That's really fantastic. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my drink and have maybe one more bun, and then it's time to ski for the last few kilometers that I have until the supposedly existing cabin. We'll see. I have made it. Fucking finally. Can you see it? Here it is. Yes. And my Pulk. Oh, can you see it? It's down there. It has also made it. So now I can't see when I shine this light at me. Jesus. Get completely blind. So let's see what it looks like. Big fireplace. Some benches. And oh, can you see it even? I don't know. But there is a stove. Oh. Now I am tired. I'm heavily considering sleeping here instead of in my tent. But that's not the way, I don't think. I also really wanted to try out the tent, and I think I'm gonna sleep okay anyway, actually. I'm probably gonna sleep better in the tent than I do here. But anyhow, I think I might start fires here to make my dinner. And then while that fire is going, I'll probably dig out an area like very close to here. But let's keep our heads up. It's still the night's not over. It's only 6 o'clock. So it's time to start a fire, which is always nice. And then it's time to unpack and stop hauling around the fucking Pulk, which is nice. Well. Okay, so we have a fire going, which is nice. It's heating up well, and it's actually been quite some time since you saw me last. It's actually 10 to 10 now, and unfortunately, right after the last clip when I got here, like a group of a bunch of Germans showed up, which is always a bit scary. So I decided not to film, and because I'm not, you probably heard me in early videos, I'm not really comfortable filming with a bunch of other people, and then also when you're here, you kind of want to stay connected to the moment, kind of. I hope that you understand what I mean when I say like that. Explosive fire with this. No, but like staying connected to the moment and just talking to them. They're also out here enjoying nature. They went by snowmobile and not by skis, but yeah, it was nice. They offered me coffee and some snacks, and I refused. I have my own, so they could eat it all on their own. They actually left some coffee here if I wanted to. Had a good talk with my girlfriend as well. That was nice. And I don't necessarily have a problem with this being alone in the forest and whatnot. But to me,
this outdoor life, it's so much about the connections to people. It's so funny actually. When I was little, I really did not like people. Like I had a big... Sorry about that, my camera card got full. Anyway, what I was saying, when I was like young, I had a lot of problems with human connections actually. And like human relations and all of that was really not my thing. I was in large like a school person, a typical nerd, I guess you could say. But in later years, I love people. I like talking to them. I like listening to their stories, especially in this type of setting. When you get to hear people's genuine thoughts, there is like nothing. There's nothing bad between people here, I don't think. It's like you can have the most wild thoughts, basically, and no one will judge you for it. Which is so different from what we see on social media and whatever is going on in the world, and like even when we meet people in the city or whatever, or like in school or at work. Everyone is so quick to judge, and it's not very often that we get to analyze each other's stories and lives and why we think certain things and actually talk to people in a genuine way. We don't do that a lot anymore, which I think is so sad. Well, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. It's always a bit difficult filming. I haven't done it for a little while, so I hope that you're bearing with me. And for those of you that do, I know there is a few hundred people that actually do watch me every time I upload, and honestly, you are the best. It's so cringe to say it on YouTube, right? But if you have let's say that you're in a room with 100 people listening to what you have to say, that's crazy. And that actually enjoy what you say and whatever. I'm so thankful, actually. I'm very happy. Would I like more people to watch my videos? Of course I would, but it's at the same time, I'm out here and enjoying myself. And if I get to share that with even some of you, I'm so happy. But yes, of course I would like more people to watch. Therefore you should like. And subscribe if you're not, that would help me out a lot. And if you actually enjoy my videos, then please do. And the idea is that I will be a lot more active the coming time now than what I have been during my study time at university. And of course, as you may have noticed, I live in the perfect place now. It's a lot of snow, a lot of these cabins and just places to explore. That will be very nice, and it makes me so happy to be able to be out and do this again. Because when I was down in southern Sweden studying, of course you could do this, and I do have some videos, but they didn't turn out great because they're not adventures. This is like being out in the wilderness for real. This is actually classified as like one of the few wilderness areas that there still is in Scandinavia and in northern and actually entirety of Europe. So yeah, that's why Germans come here, for example. You know, you always get so humbled, I guess, when you're out. Because, for example, I work out quite a lot now, but like working out in a gym, or even just going running or whatever, it's all very easy when you compare it to something like this, like hiking. Because there are so many different parts of your body that are working, and especially now, like when I shoveled snow for the tent, that hurts my back and my arms. And when I ski, of course, that's my legs. And dragging a Pulk, that's like my abdomen and my core. There's just so many different parts that are working. And I can really feel it, like my entire body is a bit sore after today. But at the same time, it makes me so happy to be able to work with my body and actually get something good out of it, like being able to sit here by this fire. And it just, to some people it's difficult to explain, I think, how much a fire can actually make you happy.
But yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna finish up and then I guess we will meet in the tent, where hopefully it's warm, hopefully it's still up. I've heard that the Durston tents have a bit of a difficulty in the snow, and actually, well, you won't be able to see much, but I guess that's interesting to see as well. So this is, you can see, this is the outside. It's pitch black, and it's snowing. It's not snowing too much, but I realized that I will have to set a timer for like 3 hours or so to brush the snow off the tent. Ideally, if I actually do have a correctly pitched tent, which I don't at the moment, then you wouldn't have to do that, but I couldn't be bothered to set up guy lines. And honestly, I would need to like pitching in the snow is a whole different experience, especially in this type of snow that's just powder, because the normal tent stakes don't work and the ground is frozen. But it's still okay, like it's a freestanding tent, so it's still standing perfectly fine. But you will see that when we get there. And yeah, no, this is gonna be nice. I think I'll probably take my breakfast in this cabin tomorrow. But I don't want to sleep here. I kind of feel like I might get disturbed by people coming in here during the night and having a stopover for snowmobiles and stuff like that. So, and even in the morning. So I think I'm just gonna finish up and then head to the tent, which I hope it's gonna be a good night. It's my first night in this tent, so hope it's gonna be nice. Okay, so I'm about to go to bed now in my tent. You can basically see the entire tent from here, which is quite nice. I have my sleeping bag here beside me, so I'm sitting on the rainfly, which is a bit cold, but it's okay. I'm just gonna brush my teeth and go to bed. I've been standing out in my sleep clothes for a little while. And I've been feeling okay, so I'm pretty happy. I think this night is gonna be nice. I have a warm water bottle in the bag, and I also have a few of these heat packs in case I get cold. I'm a bit comfortable like that. So it's not actually like too cold. It doesn't feel like at least. I feel good. I'll set a timer for 3 hours or something to check the tent and make sure that there isn't enough snow. And yeah, it's been a good day. I'm happy with how everything turned out. A lot of new equipment and everything is a little bit uncomfortable. But I think it's been working out okay. Now let's just see how the night goes with this new sleeping bag and the tent, and hopefully I'll have a good night's sleep. I'll listen to some podcasts or something before I go to sleep, and have a good time, I think. But other than that, I guess we'll talk tomorrow if nothing exciting happens during the night.
Well, good morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning.
It's always so funny when you wake up, you have this morning voice after having been in a tent. The night has been good. It's been a little bit cold. It has gone down to about -7. And the sleeping bag is rated for -1. So it's been like a little bit uncomfortable, but still okay. The tent has been performing perfectly. Like, I'm used to these tunnel type tents that swing in the wind, but this dome tent really, like, it has really been holding up well. Which makes me happy. It's about 7:30, so that's nice. I've been contemplating whether I should go up or not for about half an hour now, and I've realized that since the sun goes up at about 9, I have about 1.5 hours to get ready until it's time to get going with the Pulk again. Which I think it's plenty of time for me to get ready. Also, I'm gonna get ready, get some heat going in the body, and probably jump into the cabin, make a fire, and eat some breakfast.
Okay, so I've now started a fire, as you can see here, and I am almost ready to get going. I've eaten some breakfast. I had some, that's what's in that bag, I don't know if you can see it, but it was some rice pudding from one of these dry bags. Was okay, not the best food I've had, but it's actually quite nice. I can actually show you if we walk outside. So what I couldn't show you yesterday, where we have been sleeping. So here's the cabin. Let's try and out-focus a little bit. There we go. Here's the cabin that I was in yesterday. And here is the landscape. So that's quite nice, I think. And I mean, mornings like this is really nice. It's really perfect. You can see the sky is just really beautiful, and I have my tent set up here. I think it's yeah, it's actually a really nice place, and it's gonna be sad to leave. At the same time, being able to be in this type of environment just over a weekend, that's crazy beautiful, crazy beautiful. Pulk is packed, and I'm ready to get going. Say goodbye to the little cabin and to the beautiful, beautiful landscape. It's been a really nice night, so now it's time to get going again. Otherwise, until the next adventure, have it good, everyone.